100% grass-fed beef. Because everybody's jumping on this grass-fed beef bandwagon. Yeah, well, yeah, we do the same thing you do. That's all we feed our cattle are grass. I was talking to another guy, yeah, we're all grass-fed, and he sends me a picture, and there's a 8-10 foot long trough, and they're all eating grain out of it. I said, what? Thought you were 100% grass-fed. I give them grain, you know, just to get them to keep coming up so I can move them. I move cattle every 12 hours and never used a kernel of grain to do it. So yeah, it's a different operation. Take a look at that rib steak. You said that you can't have any fat on grass-fed beef. Whoever said that is sadly mistaken, because you can see there's good cap there, great marbling out of that steak. So that's 100% grass-fed, grass-finished beef right there. Peace and joy, guys. Welcome back to another video. Drumheller Farms. Hey, today we got a ton of stuff to do, and Allison and I, we've already been out here for about 2 hours. We're leaving this farm. This is a lease farm, and we're headed across the road, and when we get there, that's where the work begins. We've got to sort cattle. We're gonna remove the heifers because the bull's going in today. We're gonna be also sorting out 5 head of cattle because we're taking some to the processor today. I've changed our grazing method just a little bit. Now I'll talk to you a little bit about that. Since I've started this, I've kind of done, I guess you would call it the Greg Judy method. I don't really like to consider it that, but more of his style of grazing, you know, like leaving as much grass behind as possible and only taking the top third of the plant. But dude, we're so dry this year. We're in a drought, and I found some couple other guys that are doing what they consider, you know, a complete non-selective grazing, and I'm amazed by the results. So this is what we're leaving. You can see we're not overgrazing anything by any means. I started this a couple fields ago, and I just got to show you this. Now, we did finally catch a couple decent rains, but this field is a weak recovery. That's it. And look at the regrowth on that, guys. Look at the regrowth. I mean, I realized that I was laying down so much grass over the soil, it was taking weeks for that grass to get up through there. The sunlight couldn't get to it. And although I believe that's a good style of grazing, when you're dry and you can't get a long enough resting period, it doesn't work. This here is a 10-acre field, and it's very chopped up. You can see there's a slope fence in the middle of it, and then this weird, like we call it the racetrack around it, because they did produce in this area. Guys, we got 11 days out of 10 acres, and you can see we did not overgraze. We're running about 90 some head of cattle here, so do the math. 11 days, leaving good residue behind. I'm really excited to continue this style of grazing and take and look at the benefits this time of the year when things are running really dry, and regrowth is a long time. So come along with us today. We got a ton of work to do. Allison's waiting on me, so I better get going. Just can't get over the regrowth. 1 week. It's almost the complete opposite grazing that I've been doing now for the past, you know, going on 4 years, which was really concentrating on leaving as much grass as possible while leaving a paddock. You know, that's a great way to graze, and I know we did a great job of improving our land over the past several years doing that. But the problem that I see with that is when it's dry, you're not getting a long enough resting period. And you know, the best resting period we ever got was somewhere around 60 days, and when it is very dry, that's not enough. So You know, by doing this, we could get up to 100-day rotation. All right, so we're getting ready to run them into our working system here. I don't know if you can see that, but they're just on the other side of the road there. They're in that little racetrack area. We put them in there here for like the last hour or something to eat that down and get them some good fresh forage in them before they cross over here. All right, so we got this laneway built here, and what we're gonna do, Allison's gonna hook that up. Here's the paddock for the cows, which the bull and everything will be in here, and then over there is where we're gonna be putting the heifers, and temporarily probably putting the ones that we're gonna be taking to processing. Here we are, we're crossing the road. And they're ready. We always put a little bit of hay down because sometimes they don't like to step on the road. They think it's like a never-ending hole or something. Come on. Do not go in between that fence and that. Come on, let's go. Come on. Thanks, man.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Those are some pretty good cows. Yeah. All right. They're packed in here like cordwood now. It's all right. It won't be long. This is our corral system, and we got it cut in half right here, and this is where we're gonna sort at. We got a tub system, an alleyway, palpation cage, scales, and then our cattle chute, squeeze chute. But right now, they're kind of getting impatient, yelling. They don't know where their babies are. So we gotta get this boat rolling here. You're gonna have to back up a little bit, I think.
Watch that steer. Watch the steer behind you.
Yep. All right, guys, this is our heifer herd. There's 12 of them in here, and there's a couple that are going to be finishing out maybe this fall, for sure early spring. That one. There's another one in there. So this is what we're going to be keeping the bull from breeding. I'm going to kind of just stay over here to coerce them from coming over. Ah! Oh, that was my knee. Oh, frick. Don't you go over that fence. Don't you frickin' do it. And here comes the rest of the herd, of course. Nice. I think it's a nice little heifer herd there, yeah. 320. Here's that little calf that was born. Come on, get back over there. That's the smallest calf I've ever seen. That thing's almost a week old. And I mean, it looked like a little baby fawn, as small as it was. All right, guys, now it's time to make our selections here. Who's going to freezer camp? We know this heifer right here is. She is really good and finished. Number 66 there. I'm gonna take them. And so those are our two for sure. Those are the ones we're gonna take. And other than that, you know, the rest of the steers are pretty close in size. I mean, this guy's a pretty good looking animal. See, he's got a little tail fat there. I think he could be just a little more finished out. We are taking this big cow, and she's going to be going as a coal cattle into she's going to make some burger, some hot dogs, some all beef brats. That one just got pooped right on.
Oh, I saw it.
So right, sorry dude, really, come on buddy. All right, so 1 2 3 4 5, these are the 5 that were taken. They, I believe, are the most finished cattle. This heifer right here is really nice finished. I believe this 31 steer. He wasn't the biggest steer by any means. I think he's the most finished. You know, it's not always about age. It's not always about weight either. Just because one might be bigger doesn't mean it's more finished. And it took me some years to really grasp that. We just grabbed the biggest ones and didn't look at the brisket, didn't look at the tail fat, just, hey, which one's the biggest? So we're getting better and better every year, I think. All right, you guys are the ones that just barely made the cut. Like this guy right here, he's gonna make a great steer. So's that one. There's several of them that are gonna make great finished 100% grass-fed beef. I gotta tell you guys, everybody's jumping on this grass-fed beef bandwagon. You know, it just surprises the heck out of me how many people I talk to. I'm gonna say on a weekly basis. Yeah, well, yeah, we do the same thing you do. That's all we feed our cattle, or grass. And you go out there and they got grain, or send you a picture saying, hey, I'm selling some of my grass-fed beef. Send you a picture and they're up at the trough eating grain. You say, what? What? If you guys are following along on the channel, you know we're a little shy for next year's finishings of beef. So we're bringing on about 12 stockers here this month that we're going to finish out from a farm that we visited that are 100% grass fed. There's no question. But I was talking to another guy. Yeah, we're all grass fed, and he sends me a picture, and there's a 8-10 foot long trough, and they're all eating grain out of it. I said, "What? I thought you were 100% grass fed." Oh, I just I give them some grain. This is what you hear all the time. I give them grain, you know, just to get them to keep coming up so I can move them. I move cattle every 12 hours and never used a kernel of grain to do it. So yeah, it's a different operation. Let's go grab the bulls and hopefully set us up for a couple years down the road, finished beef. All right, the B&B team ready to go to work here in 2023. B&B team, here we go. So the one on the left there, that's Buster. We got him from Greg Judy down in Missouri. This will be our 3rd year and final year using him. He's about a 4, I have to check the records. I believe this is his 4th year. And we went down there, picked him up. We picked up some heifers, some steers, and a few bred cattle. And the first one that calved gave us Bubba here. And he's turning into quite the animal. Come on, let's go. Come on, come on. I'm ready. We're going to the ladies' B&B.
Incoming.
26 calves out here right now, and oddly we still have about 2 more to calf, which seems like that should be done over with. I know what time it is. Hey, get in there. Buster, Bubba. Hey. Keep going, dude. Here. Come on. Here. Let's go. Come on. A little bit further and you're gonna go right in there with him, buddy. Jeez. My goodness. He's all excited. It was muscles poking out. That steer, he's... That's not good. Running into fences here. There, he's checking that one. He wants to go to work on her, huh? See how they do with their nose? It's just kind of awkward, isn't it? Pig move, here we go. Just amazed on how much time this does not take us anymore to move pigs. When we first started, it'd be an hour and a half or something of messing around. Now we've got this thing down to 30-40 minutes, and it's I find that this is a lot like the grass-fed beef business. A lot of people raising pastured pork, and then you go out and take a look and they're on a mud lot. Well, I'm not rotating them right now, this, that, and the other. No, we're moving them. Are they rooting a little bit over here? Yeah, they did in this paddock, but you know what, they're going into some beautiful forage, tons of grass in this paddock, and they've only been in that paddock for about 5 days. So we're on a rotation now. We're looking at about 5 days we're moving them. Oh, here we are, chicken chores now. We got 4 tractors, and then we got the turkeys down here, and then another 4 tractors over there that we'll be moving. And I'll tell you, when farming is your second full-time job, it's like, man, you get a day off from your city business and boom, man, you gotta take advantage of it. You gotta go hard all day long. Get as much done as you possibly can, like all the extra stuff we had to do with the cattle and the pig move. That's kind of extra as well. We only do that once a week or every 5 days. So
while still feeling free.
Still feeling free.
Yeah.
All right, new to us here. Show you guys these guys. I really enjoy these turkeys, honestly. They're pretty cool. I ran over one yesterday. Yeah? Tell us about it, dude. And I was pretty upset. I didn't hardly run him over, but it was enough to put him away, which sucked. I was pretty disappointed. But we found a bonus one in one of the chicken tractors, so I feel like that kind of made up for it, but still, we only got 21 of these things. And I'm pretty sure we're gonna sell out of them really quick here for Thanksgiving. I think next year we're probably gonna increase that to maybe somewhere between 50 and 100. Grazing turkeys, grazing chickens, grazing beef, grazing pork. Come on now. Straight grazers. Big chicks here. These guys are, oh, they're a couple weeks away from harvest. So they're a little bit bigger. All right, we had to put up one more fence. You can see we just went ahead and fenced right around our chicken tractors, because tomorrow morning I'll be moving those cattle again. Moving our cattle every 12 hours. We are gonna tag a couple of these that have lost their tags. And we also want to let the processor know whose beef is whose. So go ahead and open that up. Or close down there. Sometimes this is really quick and sometimes it's really hard. Here. Keep going. Going. All right, 68. Who wants to be 68? We're gonna give it to you. You're 68. Hang on, I gotta flip this thing. Yep. Once they all start moving, you should be able to open that. Dangerous, but well. Hang on. Let's head to the processor. And we're back here at P's Packing again. Seems like we're here at least once a week lately. 'Tis the season. All right, guys, we have got meat and they're loading more out of the back of the truck. It's time to get it in the cooler here. Woo, all right guys, man, we've been going hard all day, and I want to show you the freezer here. It's pretty well full, very, very full. You know, you can see all the way up to the top. Take a look at that rib steak. He said that you can't have any fat on grass-fed beef. Whoever said that is sadly mistaken, because you can see there's good cap there, great marbling out of that steak. So that's 100% grass-fed, grass-finished beef right there. Also, something new for us, I wanted to show you beef brats, and we're also doing some 100% beef hot dogs. So we're loaded here. These are all pre-sold. Those two shelves, all that meat's pre-sold. These are all the meats for our bundles over here. So I appreciate you guys watching the video. Hit that subscribe button, stick around for a while. We're calling it a night. Gonna hit it hard again tomorrow. Thanks for watching. God bless.
Peace and joy.